And it's a very good morning to Katie. Katie, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How are you both doing?
We're excellent.
well.
How are you doing, Motorpoint?
Yeah, still getting used to that 3 a.m. alarm, Ali.
It's not bad, is it? Are you the same as Gabby? Have you got to put all your makeup on, get your hair done and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
He's looking glorious this
12
morning, Ali.
minutes it takes me, Ali, to get out of bed into the studio.
Yeah, so like you guys have been talking about, lots of the back and front pages have been dominated, paying tribute to the former England boss in Sven-Göran Eriksson after he died at the age of 76. The announcement coming out yesterday after his battle with pancreatic cancer. For example, The Guardian have gone with Sven-Göran Eriksson, farewell to the manager who hid a flame inside his glacier. In the Times, they've gone with passionate, caring and a gentleman, as the likes of Beckham, Rooney and other England stars pay tribute to Eriksson, who's died at the age of 76. And Martin Samuels saying here, a gorgeous article basically saying, a class act who loved football and lived his life to the fullest. Sven's death is sad but not tragic, as he never wasted a second. That's in the Times. Yeah. And also in the Sun, they've got the front page, a true gent of the game. Lots of tributes coming in, and from across social media as well. You've got the likes of Kasper Schmeichel actually saying, Sven was the first manager to truly believe in me and give me a chance at the highest level. He was the first manager to call me world class, and he made me feel 10 feet tall. It's a great loss to football and to the world, and I want to thank him for everything he did for me. And also on the back page of the Sun, just to mention here, Ali and Gabby, thanks boss, Bex, forever grateful to the manager he served as England captain. I mean, Gabby, what do you think his legacy is going to be?
Oh, I think his obviously his legacy is the first foreign manager to manage England. You know, you look back at that documentary that I watched, the Sven documentary, and the uproar that I didn't know that there was so much uproar that it was allowed to happen. But I think, like Martin Samuel said there, you know, yes, it's tragic that Sven's passed away, but he lived every second of his life, eventful life. He would say, I'm sure moments before he went, that like he did everything he wanted to do. Yeah.
I mean, Ali, as Sven became England's first foreign manager, were you surprised at the time?
Yeah, I was. Of course I was. I think the vast majority of football fans would be, Katie. I think it was, as Gabby correctly says, it was a big gamble with FA going first, abroad for the first manager. And I think the one thing I take from a lot of the comments, I just think he was obviously an excellent coach and a very, very good manager. But Katie, Gabby and I were talking about how cool, calm and measured he was. And I just think he had an ability to make his players feel good. You listen and feel good about, when I say feel good, I mean feel good about themselves, and bring an air of confidence to them, maybe a reassurance to his players and a kind of calming influence, because people manage and people coach, as we all know, in different ways. And you get different.
Ali, I can imagine he's the sort as well, if you didn't play well, he's not going to scream and shout. He'll probably say, you not very well today. Out of the team, like calmly. You're not going to get screamed at. You know you didn't play well by a look. If you played well, he's probably not going to give you super praise, like Danny Murphy says. Very well. That's it.
Gabby, would you have liked to have played under him?
100%. I mean, I got into the England set up 2 years later under Capello. But when you watch that documentary back, and all the players, no players said a bad word about him. I mean, it would have been an amazing time to play under him. But even previous clubs, the love he's got from Roma, Lazio, Benfica, and even when you watch that documentary, I know I keep bringing it up, but you get to live through his life. Leaving Sweden to go to Benfica, taking that risk to go abroad and manage. Credit to him.
I think also, because I watched the documentary last night, I think what I learned from that was, like most of these papers are saying, he lived life to the fullest. He was positive. He was ambitious. He was always up for a new challenge, wasn't he? And he gave 100% his work. That's what his kids said in the documentary. And I think what I took away most of all was he faced adversity with a smile. We know all about the scandals that happened in his love life, which were documented across the news. But also, I think he's seen from the documentary and the tributes just pouring in that he was just genuinely just a lovely man that just adored football.
Katie, that's exactly what he was. Exactly what he was. And I said to Gabby earlier, he was a man. He made mistakes. We all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. but you can see his would be genuine mistakes, and you look at him and listen to and watch him. I watched the documentary myself, and of course you find it sad in places.
Yes.
But at the same time, you can't help but say, well, what a life. What a life that man has led. Do you know what I mean? He's done it. He's done it all. Effectively done it all on and off the football pitch. As I say, he's some of his public life was, you know, or his bigger part, his private life was very public, and that kind of goes with the territory of being England manager, if you like. And did he make mistakes? Of course, he made mistakes. We all make mistakes.
And you look back, Ali and Katie, at like how he got knocked out in them tournaments. You know, that goal from Ronaldinho. You forget how unlucky he was in that tournament. That was the squad that he felt was the best one to go and win a tournament. There wasn't much in it. And the tournament when Rooney as well got injured, we lost on penalties. So I think he's quite unlucky as the manager of England as well to not get further.
Well, you obviously remember it, Katie, Gabby, at the time, but it was obviously last night, you know, when they were doing one of the pieces on Sven. You look back, and I forgot, you know, the Ronaldinho's goal, the free kick, it goes over Big David's head.
Bad luck,
and then penalties against Portugal twice.
Yes.
So obviously a good manager, that kind of golden generation. But sadly, obviously the news came through yesterday. But definitely a man that lived his life to the full, and one that was very, very well respected. Thanks for that, Katie, and we'll see you coming back in.
Thank you.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.